fucking write my own fucking narrative rather than having someone else write it for me. I don't fucking need a ghostwriter. I just need help and support, and this is exciting, writing with people. I'm here to tell you that in college, I took the poetry course and I led my own group, Poetry and Beer, from which I know both memory and platypus. I'm here to tell you that this is a revelation. I can write, oh my goodness. I just need to make time for it and get friends and support. Maybe writing is where I'll get my friends. It's worked in the past. Portland Badass is my nature friend and a stable base for me, former lover, now friend. I'm here to tell you that I made myself a delicious smoothie with organic blueberries. I usually have eggs and toast for breakfast, but this is also good. I'm here to tell you that with memory, I usually listen while they info dump, and I enjoy it, and maybe it's time for me to do a little info dumping of my own. I'm here to tell you so many things. I'm here to tell you of my trauma, but maybe not yet. I'm here to tell you of the many times I've been in love. I'm demisexual, and I feel attracted to people I'm connected to. I'm pansexual. I find any gender attractive as long as I like the person. I find people aesthetically pleasing, but not always attractive. I'm here to tell you that I'm curious about all those acronyms on Feld. Could someone please explain them to me? I'm here to tell you that perhaps I would prefer just to cuddle. Maybe that's okay. I'm here to tell you that this is like grief writing practice, I know. I'm here to tell you that writing has been and will continue to be healing for me. I'm here to tell you that I'm my own confidant. Just keep the pen moving or the typewriter typing. I'm here to tell you that I'm 6'4", and that is very tall for a woman. Memory told me that they like someone bigger than them to be on top, and that sounds great. Not sure I'm ready for that yet. Secure attachments only, please. I've reached a point where I'm done. I'm done with my fiance. I'm done with people telling me not to be polyamorous. I was faithful for 7.5 years, 5 years long distance. I'm done. So done. I could cry, I could scream. I know how to do those things, and damn right, writing brings up emotions. I'm hoping Platypus and Memory can join Poetry and Beer reenactment. I'm done with inauthentic relationships except at work. I'm tired of being small and hunching over. I'm tired of being embarrassed and caring about what other people think. I'm here to tell you that I'm here now, that I'm me, that I get to live my life without anyone telling me what to do, that I choose freedom and chosen family. This is so vulnerable, and yet I crave it. The poetry has been part of my life since my mother had a mental illness when I was 12 and I cried in the bathroom and wrote in my journal. I'm here to tell you that this is feeling very emotional. I'm here to tell you that this feels like a homecoming. Writing that other people will hear is like so freaking intimate, it makes me want to cry. I was just going to be an oceanographer, a survivalist, forced to be a teacher because I can explain math and it pays the bills. I was going to be a singer. I want to go where the people are in the know. I will be there for each other and take on the show. I want to have secret conversations about Simone de Beauvoir. Didn't she have an interesting life seducing students for she and Sartre to share? I want to be in the salons of Paris, satin sheets, queen-size bed. I wish I had a hosting space for my speakeasy. It was going to be the COVID speakeasy. For too long, I have poured myself into my fiancé. I want to go where the people are in the know. I don't think that's on social media. I think it may be at the Wilderness Awareness School where people are woke, queer, poly, kink, are these cutting edge. Memory knows so much more than me, and in my concussed state, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. But now I want to ask questions. Tell me everything. Tell me, please. I want to go where people are in the know. I want to go where people are in the know. Ani DeFranco, who is in the know? I've fallen in love with my own brain and projected it onto others. When I lose them, I lose my fantasies about them. I can keep the memories and fantasies, and I can play in my own dreamland, my own world of safety and connection with self, others, and if I do it about or in the outdoors, about that too. Thank you.
That was really vulnerable.
And real dope. Damn.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah.
Share. Also, I've been picking up poetry books at like thrift stores for a different reason, but I brought this one today. And anybody who is interested is welcome to open this book and read a poem that speaks to them. I wrote this poem about the Missoula floods, which if you spent any time in eastern Washington or eastern Oregon, it's a really big part of the story of the earth out there, the Missoula floods. This was all underwater. Sweeping gestures, my father's palm upturned. 29th and Bernard. Gradual inches of exposed floor. All underwater. Leta Valley in the shadow of two plateaus. Name that wasn't chosen on all my documents. Barely told story of who I'm from. Underwater. Waking up slowly, cup of tea. Waving green grain along Old Palouse Highway. Normal child I thought I could still be. This was all underwater. Exposed sediment layers tell Earth's history. Receipts on the counter were from 2002 to 2015, and we cleaned them up anyway. Tear tracks across God's face. Water. Blue and sparkling, cold current. We don't wonder why it kills people every year. Life jackets keep us bobbing atop the flow of time. Under. My rising tide swept things away. I said nothing. Sometimes life is following streams through deep ravines. Sometimes it's the yellow prairies. Thank you.
This is called the Reality Pledge. Why do we allow our children to pledge allegiance every day? Do you not understand the brainwashing effects it has? I have a different pledge myself personally. I pledge allegiance to the cloth that you can purchase at Home Depot for $6. That represents the United States of America, and to the Republic, which is a democracy, one nation, divided into 50 states, which thinks it's God, thinks it's invincible, with liberty and justice for all that can afford it.
This is called Running from Shadows.
Running from shadows.
Yeah. A little girl so light on feet, running wild down every street, laughing bright, carefree, blooming like a flower spree. But then one day the shadows came, they stole my light, they dimmed my flame. Not knowing where or who to be, I turned inside but couldn't see. Voices echoed, sharp and cold, telling me lies I dared not scold. Screaming thumbs I thought my own, telling me how far I had fallen unknown. Not enough, they would cruelly say. Eyes downcast, I lost my way. I believe their cruel and bitter tone kept my gaze down, feeling alone. Just keep going, don't let them see. Hide your scars and let them be. Keep your secrets tucked inside, pretend it's fine, let everything slide. I fought and ran through every day, thinking one day I would find a way. I thought I made it, I thought I won, but the sinking feeling had just begun. Ignored it once, ignored it twice, kept on running, paid the price. I silenced the cry, buried the pain, till I could hear no voice again. One nail, then another, sealed it in, hammered the coffin trapped within. I ran, I cried, I ran some more, from place to place, knocking on every door. Confused in thought, lost in heart, strayed so far, torn apart. I have seen people laugh, I have seen them fight, finding courage in the darkest of night. I did the same, or so I thought, but in my mind I always fought. Not pretty, not smart, not ever enough. No one said it, but I felt it loud. Dared to dream, to love, to write, but shadows mocked me every night. Whose eyes are these that watch and pry? Whose voice is that makes me cry? Burns my skins, hollow my soul, leaves me broken, far from whole. Is this world real? Is any of this true? Will I ever find the courage to push through? The courage to love, to chase my call, to rise above, to stand up tall? A slave to my mind, no longer free, lost the heart that once was me. Darkness clings to every breath, disconnected, fearing death. No hand to hold, no place to lie. Where do I run? What will I find? Every step I take, I feel the eyes burn my back. Voices whisper, stop, stop, turn back. How dare you try to live your life? You are a disappointment, drowning in strife. You are heartless, you will be alone in despair. Crying and dying, gasping for air. But they didn't know I was already there, alone in the hell I thought I deserved to bear. believing that pain was all I knew, that only in suffering could anything be true. Hiding myself, my truth, my light, I lost who I am, lost sight of my fight. I can't sit still, how could I dare? Scared of why they would even care. Wondering if I am worth their time, hiding in the washroom time after time. Lost on screens, turning out the noise. Breathing feels like stealing a stolen breath, a muted voice. Where do you think you'll go from here? This is it. Did you dream of more? Where would you run? There's nowhere to flee. Expectations, pretensions, you bore even me. No one sees you, no one needs you. Your worth is what I make you do. Trapped in this loop, a prisoner inside, lost in the echoes, nowhere to hide. Running from a shadow, running from the call, hoping to rest but fearing the fall. Hiding in corners, shrinking in fear, each step haunted by voices I hear. Eyes on the ground, heart wrapped in doubt, searching for silence, a way to tune out. Every day a battle, every moment a test, trying to prove I am worth a breath. But deep within, I am lost at sea, fighting the tide that's pulling me. The world moves on, but I'm stuck in place, trying to outrun what I cannot face. Where do I go? What will I find? The answers buried deep in my mind. Woo! Garima.
Woo! So this is a reading from Words Under the Woods, Selected Poems, Naomi Nye. And this one's called The Art of Disappearing. When they say, don't I know you, say no. When they invite you to the party, remember what parties are like before answering. Someone telling you in a loud voice they wrote a poem once. Greasy sausage balls on a paper plate, and then reply. If they say, we should get together, say why. It's not that you don't love them anymore. You're trying to remember something too important to forget. Trees, the monastery bell at twilight. Tell them you have a new project. It will never be finished. When someone recognizes you in a grocery store, nod briefly and become a cabbage. When someone you haven't seen in 10 years appears at the door, don't start singing him all your new songs. You will never catch up. Walk around feeling like a leaf. Know you could tumble any second. Then decide what to do with your time. That's the end of that one. Woo! It's a good book.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Go around whistling at night. Sticking will get you if you don't act right. You even know who you're talking to? Going around, driving around like that? Open your ears. Use your eyes. The birds are silent in a moonlit sky. Only the spirits are whispering this time of night. God, everybody wants to hear the native tell a ghost story, but nobody wants to listen. The birds, messengers, diplomats and translators, speak the language of the spirit world, transporting prayers. I didn't know hummingbirds knew how to throw it and drive, but shit, go on then, do it again, see what happens. Even the crows are quiet. Not a cheep, not a caw, only owl asking who's coming home with Stick Indian tonight. Skyscrapers reflecting imitation sunshine. Don't change the fact that night times when ghosts come out to play, and right now, sweetheart, daylight's away. Oh, okay. Sticking will get you downtown too. He didn't sign no treaty. And in a city so sleepless, he thrives. He's a popular guy chasing after cat calls, heard out car windows. And you want to pay me a compliment? Tell me how my smile shines so bright, you need SPF when I smile. Say it like you mean it, but don't whistle at all. I'm not a bitch you can call. I don't sit, heal, or roll, but my ancestors, twin brothers, and uncle, you don't want answering when you call. My grandpa told me a story about drinking, driving down Dizatel. Stick Indian didn't really like that. Truck went rockin', rollin' down Dizatel. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear, so tell me, when I am the object of your high-pitched desire, do you check your surroundings, make sure you're clear? My sister told me they got long, sharp fingers used to tear open a tummy, pull out baby, raise them up as their own. I wonder what they'll find in yours when they answer your call. Okay. Woo! Damn. You got this.
Okay, so I let go and I let the flow. Although the bittersweet language of love meets at my heart, words soft as butter ache my wicked thoughts. Damn. No. Okay. I let go and I let the flow. And though the bittersweet language of love meets at my heart, words soft as butter ache my wicked thought. I let go, choose to feel. I thank the flow because I am letting go. This wave is surreal. This ocean can be dangerous. Beautiful when the sun sets and life awakes, mirroring at the surface that we all do rise again. Blessed be, beloved by all that's been, and someday this wave will quake again. Float ashore, and I'll shiver again. I let go, and then I was kind of done there. Woo! Yeah.
I hand the horses a square of hay. When I walk the road of stones or chew on cactus pulp, there's a drumming behind me. The day opens up to let me pass through. I know the truth, how always I'm following each small sign that appears. The sheep that materialized behind a clump of sinizel bushes knows I didn't see him till he raised his head. Out here, it's impossible to be lonely. The land walking beside you is your oldest friend, pleasantly silent. Like you've already told the best stories, and each of you knows how much the other made up.
Woo! Thank you.
Calm your breath. Let your heart beat slower. Let your mind rip through the atmosphere. See your sight zip through new frontiers. When you peek past the horizon now, you'll see a world of our own just waiting about. We can land in a nation of unity, rejoice a state of harmony. Can't wait to take you on a tour of simplicity, guide you through the paths of creativity, dive into the waves of symphony, unleash your imagination, and daydream with me. Unfold reality, unlock infinity, unfold reality.
Woo!
Yay, thank you. Sorry,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Godzilla came to my room last night. I knew exactly what to do. But King Kong wouldn't let him in. He happened to be passing through. So it was morphing time. Green scales and long tail. Where the hell did he come from? With thunderous step and curious gaze, he surveyed my world in silent gaze. It felt like he knew my way, and a smile I swayed. Is it me? Is he's choosing to save? To live or die another day? His eye caught mine, a mighty cry. When I started saying words, my voice was delayed. Then the subtitles popped up as grammar mistakes. Suddenly, Godzilla grammar words were slung at my face. I heard the King Kong coming and quickly found my place.
Oh!